Hello and welcome to Synick Hills. Today we've got a bit of a treat for you. We are going to showcase the controller that Simon has been working on. Simon, would you like to explain what you've done so far and what is yet to occur?
Well, so far, this here is the shell and controller interior. Currently we have an ESP32 control board with a lithium battery on the back, and I've created a couple of circuit boards, one that holds a vibrating motor for feedback, and we have an LCD display on it, and this here is the Hall effect sensor that will detect where the magnets are on the throttle.
So one of the main reasons we're working on this is to eliminate the need for a corded controller. So as you can see, this is fully wireless with battery backup, with battery capability. So some of the features that we're looking at putting into when you do the programming are, we're going to have the capability of simulating fuel consumption.
Yep. So the vibrating motor that we have on here will tell us a couple of things about what we're actually doing on the track. So for one instance, we'll have it vibrate in a series of patterns. One of them will be for if, say, you're running out of fuel, it'll give you a couple of vibrations before you completely conk out, and then we'll just have it stop. The other one, it will vibrate if you've fallen off the track. So it'll give you a haptic feedback if you fall off. Yeah. So there's a couple of things that we're planning on doing with these couple of buttons down here. We have the LCD display, which will be displaying the battery health of the controller itself, along with your fuel level. We'll probably have a tire indicator on there as well. The buttons will allow you to navigate through a menu that we'll have in the controller as well, for like setting up and connecting to the actual base station. So this is the initial design of the controller shell, designed up in Fusion 360 for personal use. It holds a couple of magnets, and these magnets basically, when it's across the Hall effect sensor, will detect how much throttle we're actually putting on to drive the car.
I believe you had some minor issues with the initial design of the shell.
Yes, well, initially I had the screw hole far too close to the ESP32 and ended up damaging the inductor on the corner here. The initial design, I had this gap here for a smaller LCD, so that will now be bigger on the next revision, and we're adding two buttons to it, of course, so well, there's no provision for the buttons in this model. This aperture is also far too big for the actual switch on the ESP32, so that's getting reduced as well. But we have managed to get it to a point where the whole assembly can just slot together. That obviously would be on there, but the stalk broke when I was messing around with it, so it doesn't quite go together the same. As it is.
And so have you made the revisions to the second version of the shell casing?
Yes, so the second revision of the shell casing is ready to be produced, but it has not yet been produced. So we just need to get that off to the fab and get that printed for us.
So roughly, how long have you been working on this now?
On and off over the last 2 years. But yes, I'm finally getting it to a point where it is actually able to be produced and used.
Right.
Yeah, it'll probably be another year or two and software development to actually get it to function. And we also need to design the main power box for the actual track itself. So once we get that made, we'll then be able to interface this with that box and have fun times on the track.
Awesome. So stay tuned. Another year or two, we might have this complete. But as you can see, progress is happening.
It is happening.
It's looking good. In the meantime, thanks for visiting Synick Hills, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.